So, as mentioned, I'm Vice President of Corporate Affairs for Cargill in Canada, and I do wear many hats and get to touch many different businesses. The interesting piece with this role that I have, this is the first time ever that this role has been held by somebody that doesn't office or live in Winnipeg. So all those from Saskatchewan, the first person to ever live in Saskatchewan and fulfill this role. So how is it I came to be here today speaking to you? I grew up on a family farm in Biggar, Saskatchewan. Now the interesting piece is that although I loved the farm and helping my dad, it was a very difficult time in agriculture. It was the 80s. We had double-digit interest rates, exceptionally low commodity prices, just following the golden 70s. Times weren't easy, but because of these challenging times, I vowed I would never go back to the farm, and I would never, ever, ever marry a farmer. Well, lo and behold, I was clearly too young to know never say never. And for those of you in the room, that's one of the things you might want to take away from today. I went to the University of Alberta Business School. Business school, nothing to do with agriculture, away from the University of Saskatchewan, which is a great agriculture university as well. However, somehow in my third year, I ended up taking these agriculture economic courses and eventually majoring in agriculture economics as well. I think it goes to the saying, you can take the girl away from the farm, but not the farm out of the girl. So Cargill in 2011 hired me to do this role, knowing I would be staying in Biggar, and they encouraged that. Still to this day, I say the word, wow. Now again, this is a significant choice. My office is in Winnipeg, home is in Biggar, we have a farm, and I travel about 80% of the time. And I want to share with you what I believe some of the critical things are, regardless of what hat I'm wearing. Number one, be authentic and genuine. Be comfortable with who you really are and what you stand for. Find a career that fits with that, and the rest should fall into place. Two, listening and understanding. Everyone's opinion is important. And sometimes the best solutions come from where you're not expecting them. But if you're not open to that two-way communication and dialogue, you may not find them. Three, collaboration. And I think you've heard this theme. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Integrity. Follow a core set of guiding ethics and principles, and do not let anything compromise that. It is also a good idea if you can align those professionally. Humility. As a great individual, and one of my male mentors once told me, you know you are a great leader when you can see the results of your labor and no one knows who helped lead the process. No one needs to, just that the work is getting done and that you are making a difference. Patience. Sometimes that's easier said than done, but staying patient and calm will likely help diffuse any stressful situation. And finally, have passion for what you do. So you also know life is a little interesting when the folks at Air Canada across the country know your family, and when you land in Winnipeg with your baby girl, that some of the folks have baby gifts for you. Again, what we should take away from this, quality of time is absolutely critical if this is the path that you choose. Being present and actively engaged is also vital when you choose to have that time. It is very important for me to keep line of sight on the fact that I can't be Superwoman. At some point, you have to recognize when the choices you make will start to have a negative impact. Again, only you will know that, and it's all about the choices you make. Right now, my choice is to give 110% to my farm, my family, my career, and this community of agriculture. At the beginning of this presentation, I told you that this is simply my journey. What I think we all need to realize is that some people will not want a similar level of challenge or chaos in their lives. And some may be more comfortable with less or even more. The point here is you need to make personal choices for yourself and what makes you happy, not what others want or what you perceive others want. Before I end my presentation, I want to leave you with some of the key elements I believe have brought me to this point. 1, family. I mentioned significantly my husband and daughter, but there is an amazing family behind me. Parents who let me shoot for the stars, a grandmother who I try to be like every day, and siblings who continue to be there as friends and advice givers. 2, good friends, good mentors. Now today, I always take the approach that every new person you meet has the potential to impact your life. So to embrace new people and friendships is critical, and I see that's critical for many of you because that's exactly the approach that we're taking here today. And it also helps keep your perspective fresh. Leadership development. Training such as this focuses not just how you operate as a person, but how you see yourself, how others see you, and how you act in the world around you. Now, this is not just something you take to work, this is your life. You take this home with you as well. My advice would be, these are amazing opportunities. Embrace them as much as you can as they are presented to you, or go seeking them out. And good partnerships. I was fortunate to have many good partnerships in my husband, in the employer that I have, in colleagues, in work teams. And most of all, I firmly believe partnering and having a career in agriculture is one of the best choices that I have made. And lastly, doing what you love and living by your choices.